So, Garrett, now that I am recording, is there anything you want to say?
Hello, my fellow leprechauns. Congratulations.
On what? Congratulations on what? No, you can't just be fucking silent now. Congratulations on what?
Just congratulations, guys. You did good. You did good whenever you did.
Fucking idiot.
Congratulations, guys. I'll give you guys a pat on the back for that one. You guys made me very proud.
Yeah, man, good job. Good job on all you've accomplished. I don't know what it is, but good job on all the leprechauning that you do.
Dude, the homeless guy asked me if I was from the UK
Actually?
because he said I have a fucking accent.
No.
What accent do you hear? Sounds like the fucking UK. I was walking away like, UK? The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no, you don't sound like you're from the UK. You sound like you have Down syndrome.
Hey, hold on, no, I don't. I have up syndrome. I have up syndrome is I'm up all the time. Yeah.
Okay, so actually getting to the video, today we're gonna be
Yeah.
ranking. So me and Garrett, a bit of context. Me and Garrett love watching horror movies. It's something I got him into because I was really into horror and I wanted my best friend to. So I started like, easing him into it, and then now we watch horror movies like not every night, but a lot of nights we do. Recently we started watching TV shows to mix things up a little, but we still mostly watch horror movies. And in
You're
this
really
list, I
scary.
have, I think, 25 horror movies that we've seen that we are going to rank. Now, we'll be honest, two of these movies are, or one of these movies I've seen, Garrett hasn't, and one of the movies Garrett's seen and I haven't, mostly because my list would have been like 23, and that's an annoying number to have your list at.
Long.
So,
Really big.
so,
Like my schlong.
what?
I said long like my schlong. You
Oh.
you fucking hear
No, your mic did not pick that up. It just sounded like you said long.
it.
Anyway, the the tier list for it is S rank, which is the perfect movie, awesome but goofy, which is horror movies that we thought were awesome but are not perfect, just scary, like Ghostface and Halloween. Barely a horror movie, something like Sinners or Night at the Museum, which are things that fucking Hulu
No, hold on. If any
categorizes.
of you
Wait, no, and Velocipaster. Hulu categorizes all of these as fucking horror movies, not Velocipaster. Amazon categorizes that as a horror movie because it's not on Hulu, it's on Amazon. But Hulu doesn't know how to categorize horror movies.
If anybody puts Night at the fucking Museum as a horror movie, I hate you. Night at the Night at the Museum is not a fucking horror movie.
I'm gonna be.
Like, bro,
I kind of just
no,
said that because I
dude.
thought it would be funny. Hulu does not actually put Night at the Museum as their horror movie list, but they do put Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness as one.
Stupid.
And then boring is movies like Skidamarink, which is not on this list because I'm not going to subject Garrett to watching that going forward. The first one we have is The Babadook.
The Babadook.
Babadook.
Movie's so fucking stupid.
So this movie is about this weird kid who like builds strange weapons and shit, and his mom reads him this book, and it's like, ooh, the Babadook will eat your toes or something. He's gonna spank your ass. And then the kid's like, mommy, I'm hearing the Babadook in the middle of the night. And the mom goes, no, you're not. You're fucking stupid and crazy, and I hate you. Burn in hell.
He starts playing with his dead dad's clothes,
Wait,
thinking that he's alive somehow.
Does he actually?
Yeah, remember he goes into the basement and he starts going through his dad's stuff his mom doesn't want him to. He puts his clothes on the ground because the Babadook is pretending to be the dad for a little bit.
I do not
He's kinda
remember
tricking the
this at
kids.
all.
Don't know how I remember that, but
Also, the Babadook has the
Yeah.
goofiest sounding intro sequence ever. So,
dude, why isn't Madagascar in here? That's a scary movie.
anyway, what would you rank the Babadook, Garrett?
Barely a fucking horror movie. I'm not gonna put it as boring because there were some interesting parts on it, and I do like the way it's filmed. It has some really cool shots, but it was fucking weird.
For me, as much as I will make fun of it, I do very much like the movie. It reminds me a lot of my childhood, which I don't know if that's exactly a good thing. The kid's making weapons in school and is a fucking weirdo, but it just reminds me of that. I don't know, it's like a nostalgic movie to me. I will put barely a horror movie though. The next one is a movie that our whole friend group watched together. It's called Late Night Talk Show with the Devil. It is an analog horror movie. If you don't know what analog horror is, analog is just like found footage stuff. Analog horror is a subgenre of horror fiction and an offshoot of the found footage film genre. Typically, it involves people recording things like from an iPhone and stuff like that, and a big monster chasing them. Me and Garrett really like analog movies. Late Night Talk Show with the Devil is found footage of talk show.
Basically, they just bring a girl who's possessed onto the show for like a Halloween special, and they just kind of just show that she's actually paranormal. That's basically what it is, and she starts haunting people and stuff there. It's kind of cool.
The main guy in it is actually Ant-Man's friend, not the Hispanic guy, the like Russian guy. He's a very good actor. And seriously, watch the movie. Garrett, I'd rank this S tier. What about you?
Fuck yeah, S tier.
S tier.
If there's a higher rating, I put it at the higher rating.
The next movie, Garrett, is another movie all of us watched together, and unlike the other ones, Angelus sailed the high seas to get this the day it released, and it's the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not great. I wouldn't put it as like a horror movie. Not really like scary.
I also rate it as barely a horror movie, by the way. Yeah, it is not a scary movie in the fucking slightest. I like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie though. I'm a big FNAF head. And my sister is too, so we liked watching that movie. And I liked MatPat in it. Next one is a movie I don't really recommend to anybody, and it's called I'm Just Fucking With You. And it's a movie where this guy goes to a hotel. I don't know why. The guy in the movie, I remember him being an asshole, me not liking him very much. He probably said something sexist if I didn't like him very much. Anyway, hotel receptionist who looks suspiciously like me, like a cousin of mine, to be honest, turns out to be a serial killer, and it goes, oh, I'm just fucking with you. So he starts fucking with him throughout the night, pranking him and all this stuff, going, oh, I'm just fucking with you, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, he also tries to be like best friends with the guy.
Oh yeah.
Like, he starts getting really, really close.
Doesn't he like force him to add him on Facebook? Or wait no. There's a part of the movie where you think that he's a chill guy, so the guy goes and adds him on Facebook, and then the guy realizes how much of a psycho he is, and he goes to unadd him on Facebook, and the guy appears outside of his fucking window at night.
So weird. I hate it.
Would you rate it as boring?
Yeah, he tries to be best friends with this guy. Yeah, it's boring.
The next movie is another analog horror movie. It's Dashcam. Now this movie, I really liked this movie. However, the main character is the most unlikable piece of shit I have ever seen in any movie ever. Like, you cannot like the main character in this movie. She is a massive bitch to literally every single fucking person in the movie for no reason. And the dash cam, I think she's a DoorDash driver or like an Uber driver or whatever. It just is dash cam footage of her, and she just takes the phone with her and she's just a bitch to everybody. And then they pick up this old woman who shits herself in the back seat. Her friend is there. And at the very end of the movie, a giant fucking monster, or the old lady's the monster or some shit, and the monster kills everybody but her. And the end credits is the woman rapping.
These credits, bitch! Bangkar style. What? Did you know that Rob Savage could really fuck a hoe? He got a dick so big his Douglas cock.
I haven't seen this movie in like 6 months. Any thoughts, Garrett?
Oh, I think no, it's good. It's just I'd have to rewatch it again to get more details on it. But yeah, I think it's just perfectly just scary.
Do you think it's just
like
scary?
it's just right on that good spot.
No, I really
My
like this
opinion.
horror movie. In my opinion, I think it's awesome but goofy. But thinking on it, if you cannot tolerate assholes and you're not willing to laugh at like really offensive jokes and really fucked up jokes, or not into dark humor like I am, you will not enjoy this movie. Like, for you, it'll be a 0 out of 10. Like, this is the most edgelord fucking humor out of any movie I think I've ever seen. So you will not like if you don't like that, but... So for that, I'll put scary. The next movie we're doing, Garrett, is VHS. This is, fun fact, this is actually the first horror movie I ever introduced to Garrett, and is what got him into the genre. And VHS,
That's me.
I remember... That's me, it's me!
It's Garrett
So VHS is a series of analog horror movies, and it's just like a bunch of short analog horror movies put together. And the main story are these guys, they go into a house, they start playing analog movies on a TV, or like, no, they find VHS tapes after they're breaking into a house, put them in the TV, and then they watch these movies. And each time that the movie stops, this cuts to the guys, and I'm pretty sure one of them gets his dick sliced off or something. Maybe I'm remembering something else. But the movies themselves are all really good. They're all like, this is the best movie for getting into horror. I remember looking back on this. Oh yeah, no, there's a sex scene. By the way, there's like a full-on sex scene at the beginning of the movie. Like actual dick and balls and sex is shown.
You guys might want to like slow down the speed of the movie.
Yeah.
So you get like a better look.
You know, you might want to zoom in and enhance, but I remember watching it the first time and skipping through it. But a good thing this movie does is, unlike other movies where the sex scene is just kind of there to be a sex scene, this movie, the sex scene actually has like relevance to the story and is actually important and actually goes somewhere. Yeah, I'm not going to describe the stories in the movie because I think that would ruin it for anybody who wants to watch it. But for me, I'd rank it awesome but goofy.
Oh yeah, that's definitely awesome but goofy.
Yeah. Also, if you're going into this expecting it to be like S tier, you're not going into it right. This is a very stupid movie. Like, not stupid as in like it's a comedy movie, but stupid as in like the quality for what it is okay. It's slasher horror basically. And right after that, we're doing VHS 2, which is like,
by the way,
yeah, another good one, but it's way more. What do you say, Garrett?
Oh, I said it's the second one, by the way. That's what it says too.
VHS 2 is just the same as the first one, analog tape stuff. I don't remember much about this movie, but I do remember it being less scary than the first one, and also remember that literally not even 10 seconds into the movie you see boobs. That's including the title cards at the beginning of the movie. You see boobs.
You may want to pause the movie, by the way.
The first one was kind of gratuitous with how many boob shots it shows. Oh yeah, also the beginning of the first movie also shows boobs, by the way. For me, the VHS 2 is... I should have added another tier here where it was just entertaining. Like, it wasn't awesome, but it also wasn't just scary.
I mean, you might as well just put it like awesome but goofy, I guess. I mean, it isn't like just scary, but it is goofy at some points.
VHS 2 is way more streamlined than the first one, by the way, I will say, because the horror aspect of it is way less grungy. Yeah, VHS 2, for me, I would have bumped it down to just scary, but I can put it up here too if you want. The next movie is another goated movie called Tucker and Dale versus the Forces of Evil, a movie starring two hillbillies and a van full of high schoolers. Garrett, do you want to explain this one?
No, I don't want to explain this fucking movie. It's so fucking stupid. It's a stupid movie.
Explain it, Garrett.
This guy. Well, I mean, I'll explain at the beginning of this movie. These college students are going on like a trip, and they stop at this gas station. Then across to the gas station, there's these two hillbillies. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but this hillbilly guy's trying to flirt with this girl, and he's just staring at her. By flirting, I mean he's just stone cold looking at her.
It's like how Garrett flirts with women.
I stare. So they get freaked out because he's just, well, obviously just sitting on the ground, fucking staring at her. And they just like zoom off. And don't they think? Well, I'm not sure how they get her. You know, like, and they didn't. God, it's a little fuzzy. I don't remember. I don't remember how or who dies or how they die. I know they die in accidents.
So basically, the twist with this movie is after that, like, the movie starts off with the high schoolers or the college students as the main protagonists, but once you see the hillbillies are now the main protagonists. And I'm not going to say anything else about that because it will spoil the movie, but I think this movie is an S tier movie.
It's so funny. It's such a fun movie.
It's not scary though. Next up we have Heart Eyes, a romance comedy horror movie. Something I enjoyed. I didn't think it was awesome, but I enjoyed it. Garrett, do you remember? Of course you fucking fell asleep. You fall asleep during like every single movie that we watch.
I don't want to tell you, but I don't remember jack shit from this fucking movie. I fell asleep.
Okay, basically the movie stars this chick and this broad. And this movie stars this woman. She can't find a date. Her girl, why am I saying her girl? Her friend on a date. And it starts off as one of those. Yes, Garrett. Thank you for speaking up again in the back of the class without raising his hand. Yeah, yes. So, anyway, It starts off as one of the cheesy romance movies. Then you end up finding about the Hard Eyes Killers, which turn out to be two serial killers who are big masochists who fuck each other all the time, who just go around murdering couples. And this chick ends up falling in love with this guy in the middle of Valentine's Day when the couple shit is happening. I'm pretty sure the guy in the movie was hold on. No, he was not. For a second there, I thought he was I already forgot the guy's role. What doesn't
you
matter.
thought he was a killer.
No, I didn't think he was the killer. No, I'm trying to think of the guy's name.
I thought he was like Anthony Mackie or something.
It's not Anthony Mackie. That's not who I thought it was.
Smash though.
Yeah, by the way, Garrett smashes Anthony Mackie.
Chocolate.
Say that again?
He could be my little chocolate though.
He played the main guy from Detective Pikachu.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he was also in that
Justice
Dungeons and
Smith.
Dragons movie.
Justice Smith.
Oh, my-
Holy fucking shit, that was destroying my tongue and my brain cells. I thought he was that guy for a
Yeah,
second.
it kind of looks like him. Yeah.
Anyway, I enjoyed Hard Eyes because I like romance stuff, because I'm a bit of a dweeb. But overall, the movie's all right. You know, standard horror movie. What about you,
He
Garrett?
likes couples. I mean, I
Says the
fell
guy
asleep
who's on
halfway
it.
through the
Says the
movie.
guy who's on a dating app, and I'm not.
Yeah. No, kidding. Yeah.
Old ladies,
Bumble
here's
for life, yo.
old ladies. Here's his dating app profile picture. Here's all his profile stuff. Here's his address. How much
Billing
money he makes a
information.
year. The job he works. His exact location while I'm recording this.
Okay, bro. Yeah. What would you put it?
I'd
Would you
put-
put it S or awesome?
I'd just-
Movie or
I just put in as just scary. Actually,
yeah. Cool.
But-
Yeah.
barely a horror movie. Wait, no, just scary actually, because it does have a lot of horror elements, but you're not really watching it for the horror. Next up is a movie that before Garrett got into horror was too much of a pussy to see, and it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, obviously the original version. Fun fact, by the way, I met the guy who played Leatherface in the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Me too.
Oh yeah, Garrett was there. We met him together actually. Wait, we were the only people at the convention that met him together.
Yeah, because I saw him and I was like, hey dude, I think there's actors that are like Jason and stuff and over there, and I saw the Texas Chainsaw. I was like, dude, I think the actor for Texas Chainsaw's over there.
You mean Leatherface?
So we just walked over there. Huh?
You mean Leatherface? Because that's the guy in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Anyway,
Yeah.
Garrett, you want to explain the plot of this movie?
I mean, okay, fine. I mean, it's just basically a crazy family, I guess. Doesn't he wear like a mask of like skin on his face or
Yeah.
some goofy shit?
That's like his main thing.
Yeah, and he kills people. He grabs his woman, and I remember this, and he puts her in like a fucking like a meat hook. Well, and then he just fucking cuts her up with a chainsaw. He just kills people.
There's a guy in a wheelchair, and he's the funniest character in the entire movie. He is fucking hilarious for no reason, and I'm pretty sure this movie had like a budget of like $5. It was not high budget at all. The second movie is, the first movie's not, and the first movie, it's pretty good. However, I would rank it as just scary.
Yeah, it's just scary.
Yeah.
Right in the sweet spot.
The next movie is a movie I haven't seen at all, and it's called Jaws.
Jaws, I've seen Jaws.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm having you explain it.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's give this a whirl. Well, the last time I saw Jaws was with my dad, and that was about what, 9 years ago. But it's just basically these people on a beach. There's a loose shark. The shark is just killing innocent people. There's this kid who gets his arm bitten off by a shark, etc., etc. They try killing the shark. They blow it up with dynamite, and yeah,
What would you rank it as?
barely a horror movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Barely a fucking horror movie.
Do you want a muffin?
Yeah, guys, look at this guy eating a fucking muffin.
I'm eating a lemon
fucking
muffin. A lemon muffin right now. Muffin?
No.
Gay.
Your boy's on a healthy diet. Fuck's creep.
You know what creep is, bro. By the way, the next one is creep. Muffin. The main character. By the way, this is an analog horror movie, and if you're not willing to wait for the payoff, this movie will be one of the most boring fucking movies you ever see in your life. Like, it'd be akin to a documentary. I have patience, so I liked it. I think Garrett fell asleep during it, and I woke him up in the middle. Creep is a movie where a guy gets hired to record this guy, and he keeps the camera rolling like most of the time, and this guy at first seems chill. It turns out that he's a bit of a creep, and long story short, he ends up killing the main character. I mean, watch it for yourself if you want a more in-depth like analysis, but that's basically it.
He has like a wolf mask, and
Oh yeah.
and he just runs out into the darkness one time, and it's fucking terrifying because you don't know where he is or what he's gonna do. And
When-
then he starts sending him videotapes, like CDs.
When
And-
I will say this movie is boring until the stuff starts happening. The literal second creepy shit starts happening, it is like one of the scariest fucking movie experiences you'll ever have. Like, I genuinely thought I was getting stalked after watching this movie.
It's good.
It's a really good movie, but it takes an absurdly long time to set it up. Granted, because it takes so long to set it up, it ends up being pretty good. Like, the payoff ends up being amazing, but it's akin to watching all of Dragon Ball before watching Dragon Ball Z. I would rank this as boring, simply for the point that other people wouldn't find it entertaining. To me, I rate it as just scary, mostly because there's not an option for just entertaining, which I should have thought I hadn't done that.
I mean, this is like what we think of the movies.
Yeah,
So like,
But,
it's
like-
what we think. So I
true.
would put it as just scary. Because to us, it was like the perfect amount of scary, but it was fucking boring to start off.
When I'm watching an analog horror movie, Creep and Late Night Talk Show with the Devil are what I want, like a mesh between those two. Next up is Alien Romulus, Garrett's wettest fucking dream apparently. How about you explain this
Hey.
one, Garrett?
The one thing I hated was that they had a dead actor in there. They kind of CGI'd his face onto one of the robots, and they didn't ask the family for permission at first. They start off on their home planet, whatever. This girl tries to leave, but her brother is a robot, so he can't. So they sneak onto his spaceship and they leave. And they go get like these little escape pods that they get into that puts them into like hibernation. And they all have to go into like this one abandoned spaceship. And luckily enough, all the aliens from the first Alien movie are all on there. They start killing the characters one by one. But yeah, that is basically what it is. It's a good movie. I loved it. I will put it fucking S tier because I saw it in theaters.
To me, the movie had the same vibe as a Jurassic World movie or a Jurassic Park movie, where it's just same formula, rinse and repeat. And it's because I've seen the first Alien movie, I haven't seen any of the others. And Alien Romulus was basically just the first Alien movie again. I didn't find it entertaining, and I kind of knew everything that was going to happen just by guessing everything that was going to happen. And the only reason I even found it entertaining was because I was on call with Garrett when we watched it. For me, I would put it as just scary, because it's like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, just scary is the perfect thing, but visually, it was one of the best fucking movies.
Well,
Like, I've seen
visually,
it in a
it's
while.
a multi-million-dollar horror movie as well, so we gotta remember that.
alright.
So,
just alright. Multi-million-dollar movie.
I mean, there's a lot of multi-million-dollar movies that are fucking dog shit. There's the entire Snyderverse for one, Garrett. If you're just trying to watch like a thriller / slasher movie, then yeah, Alien Romulus is your go-to. Something with substance, then nah. So for me, I put just scary. Do you argue with that?
I do not argue with that. That was a pretty good choice.
Boom. The next one is the movie that I saw that you haven't, which is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now this movie is basically the first movie, except really fucking funny. The movie is not a comedy movie, just it's so fucking dumb. I don't even really remember the plot, but I do remember that for whatever reason, the cannibal family now has a theme park. Like an abandoned theme park that they all are in, and it's just littered with human bodies. And there is this fucking scene where this guy has no face, and the the woman protagonist sees him as like, ah, and this guy slowly tilts up, looks at her, and I think he does like a fucking thumbs up or something, and collapses back down and dies. The movie is so stupid. Oh, the main character, female protagonist, runs a radio or a podcast. It's either a podcast or a radio station, and Leatherface goes there, and Leatherface like falls in love with her or whatever, and there's this big ass family gathering, and the hitchhiker from the first movie, he got hit by the truck, his corpse is in that movie, and also the
Cool.
crazy father in it from the first movie, he turns people into chili and wins a bunch of chili contests. It is a very goofy fucking movie, and it doesn't try to be. It tries to be serious, but it misses every single time, and I think it is awesome. But it's like a normal slasher. For me, it is my favorite slasher movie, my favorite junk food movie. But at the end of the day, it is just another slasher movie. Like, it is just another one of those, and for that, I put just scary. The next movie on here is Day Shift, a movie I hardly classify as a horror movie, but it was at this point in my list I stopped caring and just started doing what Hulu and Netflix categorize as horror.
Okay, well, Day Shift is, well, Jamie Foxx. Wait, what was I oh, yeah, Jamie Foxx, stars in the... Don't laugh at me.
I'm keeping that in. That was funny. That was fucking funny. I'm keeping that in.
Jamie Foxx stars in this movie where vampires have been alive, forever. They're just living among people at this point. And it's normal for people to go hunting for vampires. You can get money for stealing their teeth. Jamie Foxx kills the wrong vampire. Turns out that mafia vampire, it was her daughter. So she comes hunting Jamie Foxx and this other guy. Snoop Dogg is in it. He has a cowboy hat that I guess he wears.
No, it is just an action movie. It is an action movie that Hulu categorizes as a horror movie, and it is a funny, good action movie. I say go watch it.
I
It's
don't
on
know why.
Hulu. Go watch
Why'd
it.
you put it on the fucking list?
Because Hulu classified it as a horror movie, and it was at this point in the list that I was like, I can't think of anything else. Fuck it, Day Shift is on there.
Fucking nitwit probably puts fucking what Rango as a horror movie.
The snake is so
Bro,
scary, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Some fucking nitwit thinks Hotel Transylvania is a horror
Oh
movie.
my god, yeah,
Like-
Hotel Transylvania is classified as a horror movie.
Excuse me.
I'm not joking. It is, and so is that
It just-
stupid fucking movie series called Monster Family, where the dad turns into Frankenstein. Dumbest fucking movie ever. And anyway, Day Shift goes barely a horror movie, not because it's a bad movie, but because it's barely a fucking horror movie. The next movie I gotta hype up. You know it, you love it, you've probably seen it. It's
boom, dun, dun, dun.
Boom Explosion. Garrett, what would you put this movie as?
I think it's just scary.
Sam.
The story's cool. The story's good, I guess, but I mean, the clown comes from space, kills people.
I thought the movie was very good, by the way. I think it's entertaining. And it has, I remember there was this one part, I don't remember if it was in the second or first movie, and me and you, we both agreed that this one part had the best screen transition out of any movie ever, and it was the puzzle pieces going, or the sky going into puzzle pieces or something. It was the cleanest fucking transition I think I've ever seen in my life.
It was the second one, because I remember I fell asleep right after that.
So I guess we gotta put the second one at Awesome But Goofy then, which by the way, the second one is the next movie on this list. Oh yeah, and for people who don't know, the first movie has the main cast as kids and sets up it as the big bad, and then the second movie is the one where they defeat him. So Awesome But Goofy. Not awesome just because of the screen transition, but also because it's pro LGBTQ. This next movie is the latest horror movie me and Garrett saw, and it's Circle. It's a bunch of people, I think it's 50 people, in a room, and they were captured by aliens, and basically they need to decide who needs to die, who needs to be the last one left. And it is
It's
not
just kind of they turned like a YouTube video into a horror movie. I mean, it's not really like a horror movie. It's just more entertaining just to watch all these people.
This movie is basically if 12 Angry Men was turned into a horror movie. Circle, it has a good ending. I was not expecting the ending. And the guy who looks most like Garrett had 15 kids and was an old racist white guy. For me,
Excuse
I would put
me.
barely horror movie.
Yeah, it's barely a horror movie, but it's just more entertaining.
It's very fun to watch. It is one of those movies you could probably only see once a decade though, because the only way you're going to be able to enjoy it again is if you forget everything. The next movie is a movie that Garrett loves and is very near and dear to his heart. He masturbates vigorously to the thought of this movie every night before he goes to bed. That movie is Y2K.
I should explain this one. There's this virus going around on computers and technology all around. All the machines start coming to life and they start killing people in interesting ways. It sticks a guy's head into a microwave and heats him up. It's just they kill people in goofy ways. Also, Russell, the fat kid from Deadpool 2, he's in there.
He also dies in the
It's-
first 5 minutes of the movie.
It's just more of a fun horror movie.
It's like if Disney made a horror movie.
It has that actress who played in the new Snow White movie, which I do feel bad for her. People were just being really rude to her as a Snow White movie because she was Latina, that she wasn't white.
I mean,
boo-hoo, we'll fucking cry about it.
I'd like to point out that her name is fucking White.
Yeah, that's the only thing, but I mean, she doesn't even really look that Latino. She
Um,
looks just tan.
I think she looks very Latino, Garrett.
But I mean, they could have just fucking used makeup and shit to make her fucking white, but no.
What do you rank Y2K?
Y2K is good, but it's not really. I think it's not scary. It's awesome but goofy. I like that. Awesome but goofy is good.
I was gonna put that
It's
too.
just-
The next movie is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I'm gonna be very biased towards this. It's Shaun of the Dead, which is not really a horror movie, but Amazon says it is for some reason, and I was running out of ideas by the end of this. So, Shaun of the Dead. Personally, I think it's an an S tier, but being fair to it, I think it's awesome but goofy. Basically, these two British friends are just surviving the zombie apocalypse. They try to kill a zombie by throwing a record at it. Sean has his ex-girlfriend and they're nerdy whatever, and most of the main cast dies like an actual horror movie. Like, it is an actual horror movie. It's just heavily focused around the comedy too.
It actually changed the way I thought about the world. And maybe it made me do better things. Maybe help people. Donate to charity.
Yeah, it was pretty spoopy. I think it's awesome but goofy. What do you rank it as?
Yeah, awesome but goofy.
The next movie is a classic, certified classic. In fact, you could say it's one of the OGs, as these kids are saying. It's Night of the Living Dead. Next movie is not really a movie, it's more of a Hulu special, but you know, I was running out of ideas at the end of this. It's The Hug, and I'm putting it as barely a horror movie, and I'm not going to explain why, because it's like 2 minutes long, and you can just go watch it on Hulu if you want. But these last three are actual horror movies, and they are It's a Wonderful Knife, 12-Hour Shift, and Hellraiser 2022. Garrett, do you remember anything about It's a Wonderful Knife?
Riley, you know that I have the worst memory of all kind, but
This one lady sees a bunch of killings by this ghost, Christmas person. She kills the Christmas killer, and then she's looking up the Aurora Borealis after, I don't fucking know, teenage girl stuff, and is like, man, I wish I was never born. And then she never is. She goes home, turns out her brother decided to surf the sewers, if you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. And in this timeline, since she didn't kill the Christmas killer, they come out every single Christmas, so the whole town is like dead and shit. And she ends up becoming friends with the one girl who just never spoke at any party. And at the very end of the movie, despite the fact that nobody remembers the event, she shows up at the Quiet Girl's house and they're lesbians. Quiet Girl's like, I remember everything, even though that's literally impossible. So they just kind of wrote that in so they're gonna have a stupid Disney ending. For me, I put the movie as boring, I'm not gonna lie. This movie was a fucking slog to get through. And the next movie might be the worst horror movie I've ever seen in my entire life, so it's probably going to go in boring too. It's 12-Hour Shift. A nurse is killing people and harvesting their body parts.
yeah, that's it.
And nothing happens the whole movie until the very end when some stuff happens, but still not really. Boba boring. And the final one is Hellraiser 2022. Basically, the whole plot of the Hellraiser movies is they find the puzzle cube, they solve it, and then Hellraiser shows up and is like, hey bro, I heard that you like pain. And the guy's like, no, I don't like pain. What are you talking about? And then Hellraiser performs cock and ball torture on him.
Put like a fucking clock in it, like on him or some shit like that. It's
Oh,
like,
do you mean the human that they put a clock inside of?
yeah.
You know, he hates pain too. They just did that to him as a
Yeah.
reward. So the Hellraiser movies, the demons think that they're rewarding the humans, like the humans want the pain. In reality, they fucking don't, because no one likes getting turned into a living human clock, or cock and ball torture to such an extreme degree that you don't have a penis anymore. But overall, the movie was just boring. I mean, like, it was scary, but really only scary to people that don't watch horror movies. Anyway, that's the whole list, Garrett. You agree with all this? You agree with everything?
You guys can go fuck yourselves. I'm kidding, yeah. Yeah,
That was
agree.
random. That was random. That was completely random.
In the nicest way, guys. Kindest way from the bottom of my heart. Go fuck yourselves.
That's gonna be the outro now. By the way, Garrett, while we were doing this tier list, I have 2 quarters on my desk, and each of them are facing a different direction, and I've been making them kiss this whole time.
We're just fucking fidgeting with them earlier.
They're making the quarters kiss, Garrett.
I hope you like our list, and you guys better watch every single movie on here. You guys have to.
Watch the ones in S tier and Shaun of the Dead. You can forget everything else.
Remember, have a nice day. Go fuck yourselves.